65, sir. We can go with 65.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just start it now.
Okay.
Anybody wants to chant Shloka number 65?
Okay.
Sridah, Srishah, Srinivasah, Srinidhih, Srivibhaavanah, Sridarah, Srikarah, Sreyah Srimaan, Lokatrayaashrayah. Thank you.
Okay, so this particular thing is also called Lakshmi Kataksha. So Lakshmi Kataksha means what it is like our Kanakadhara Stotra. So what is common to Kanakadhara Stotra? Why should you chant Kanakadhara Stotram and why should you do a Lakshmi Kataksham? Anyone?
For the prosperity.
Yes, for prosperity, correct. What prosperity?
Sairam, when we talk about prosperity means all the Ashtalakshmis it comes. I mean, wealth, prosper normally. Saubhagya, all the Saubhagya, whatever it comes through the Ashtalakshmi. Anything else?
Basically, Kama, Artha, Kamartha. So the order is very clear that first of all, we have to go behind material pleasures, right? It is not Moksha first, it is always Kama and then Artha, right? That is the order, right? So in Hindi also they say, right? Okay, petana bhoye bhajan gopala. That is, if your stomach is hungry, we cannot think of God, we will only think about hunger, right? So Sridah, Srishah, Srinivasah, Srinidhih, Srivibhaavanah, Sridharah, Srikarah, Sreyah Srimaan, Lokatrayaashrayah. So basically, it is like, we had seen earlier also, Sri Bhatra, he actually, so we looked at three types of explanations. One is what is, the Advaita philosophy, how they interpret, how the Vishishta Advaitins, how they interpret, and how the Dvaitins, how they interpret. Okay, so basically, Bhattara says that, Bhagavan is the giver of glory. To whom does he give? He gives it to Lakshmi. And how he gives it to Mahalakshmi? In the form of supreme love. And what are the characteristics of that love? Supreme love, it is eternal, it is always fresh, it is always spontaneous, etc., etc. Right? So Nitya Nutana Nirvaivya Prashna Raha Sriyam Tasyai Dadati Sridah. That is what our Bhattar's very famous explanation is. That is to say that he is her life itself. Some people will say the wife thinks that the husband is her life itself. So like that, in Sanskrit it says Nitya Nutana Niravyaya Pranaya Rasa Sriyam Tasyai Dadati Iti Sridah. So which means that is, can you think of a place where Sri Lakshmi will reside if Bhagavan Vishnu, Mahavishnu is not there? No, right? Or will Mahavishnu come and look at a place where Sri Lakshmi is there? Not there? No, right? So she is ever inseparable from Mahavishnu, right? In Yuddha Kandam also, Bhagavan Rama says about Sita. He says, Sita cannot be without me, even as the sun and the luster cannot be separated from each other. Can you separate the sun's rays? And can you separate the sun from each other? No, we cannot separate. They are, so if the sun is going to arise, the rays are always going to come. Right? So that is what Bhagavan Sri Rama also says. Right? So Ananya hi Maya Sita Bhaskare Prabhayitha. That is just like the sun cannot. So that is all. This is what Sri Bhattar's explanation about this is. The second explanation, we come to the Advaitins, that is Sri means what? Sri is what? Prosperity, wealth, etc. So this is the most common interpretation where we say that Bhagavan is a giver of wealth to his devotees. Sriyam dadati bhaktanam iti Sridah. So what does mean? That is one who gives her the quality of Sri. That is, without Mahalakshmi, Bhagavan is not complete. Right? So basically, Vishnu and Mahalakshmi come together. The only we have inseparable Tattvam. That is what thing is. So Bhagavan say, now question comes very practically. We say that Bhagavan is a giver of wealth. So what kind of wealth we should seek? Right? So we had already looked at in our 10 shlokas before, right? One is called Prayas and another is called Shreyas. Right? So prayers is what? The search for material wealth, power, prosperity, comforts of life, etc. Shreyas is search for spiritual wealth. So in Kathopanishad, there is a very detailed understanding of what is prayers and Shreyas. So theoretically, the aim should be to worship Mahavishnu with the interest of seeking Shreyas and not prayers. So even though Bhagavan will give whatever the seeker seeks, that is, we should try to ask for mukti, etc. That is what they say. But what happens in 99.99999%, almost 100% of people will first ask for material things to Bhagavan. And then only ask for moksha, etc., etc. That 0.001% will become siddhas, or they will have moksha prapti. So Srishah, who is Srishah? Who is the Isha, or Srishah, who is the Isha or Lord of Shri? Who is that Mahavishnu? Who has Sri as his ruler? Both ways it happens. So it has, that is, Sri is the Lord of Lakshmi is also going to be ruling. That is what is Srishah, right? Also means here also basically the inseparable oneness, like we say Shiva and Shakti. Here also we say that Maha, Vishnu and Sri Lakshmi are inseparable, right? So that is what it is. Ramanujacharya also has his own explanation, and basically Ramanujacharya says he also says that Bhagavan is the Lord of all wealth, has a Lord of Lakshmi, who is a ruler, etc., etc. Right? That is a Sripatihi. That is what the explanation of. So Ramanujacharya says that Sreyah Mahalakshmi is the ruler of Bhagavan. That is the third interpretation which comes up. That is a Sripatihi. Yeah. So in Slokam 20 also we have seen this Om Srinivasah Namaha, right? Srinivasah. So Srinivasah means what? Where is Mahalakshmi, where she resides, is called the abode of Lakshmi, the house of Lakshmi, where she resides is the. So let us say that Bhagavan, Lord, Lakshmi has to come to her house. What we should understand that she is Achala, she is very finicky. So she will leave house at the top of a dot. So we cannot say today I am very wealthy and I am having all these things, and tomorrow in one instant it will be back to square one. So it is like that. Support of Lakshmi, Srinivasah, he who dwells in the hearts which are being purified, Chitta Shuddhi has happened. He who resides where Lakshmi also resides. So where Mahalakshmi resides, there Bhagavan Vishnu will definitely reside. Okay. So any questions so far, please, before we move ahead? So how did Mahalakshmi come? Let us, I think we have gone through this. A quick response. How did Mahalakshmi come? A very silent crowd today. Sarita ji,
From churning of the ocean, Srishah.
Correct. Therefore, so it is like because she has come from the ocean and she takes her place. So Archana ji, where is Mahalakshmi's place? It is in the Vakshasthala of Bhagavan. It is in the Vakshasthala of Bhagavan, right? Therefore, what it says is
heart of Lord.
It's a part of the body of Bhagavan. So what it says is like, it is like there is a Pirati is there is a creeper in Amrita in Swarga, which is the Amrita creeper that surrounds Bhagavan. So we say that Bhagavan is like a Kalpa Vriksham, right? And Mahalakshmi is basically on Bhagavan himself. So Shankara Bhashya also is that Yasya Vakshasi Anapyani Sriha Vasati Saha Srinivasah. That is whose Vakshasthala Bhagavan Lakshmi always resides. That is called Srinivasah. Vasah, that is Vasa, where the person will be living. She will never live in the bosom of anybody or any house permanently except that of Lord Vishnu. So that is on this one, right? So basically, that is basically we have gone to Sridhar, Srishah, Srinivasah, etc., etc. That is what the different meanings we are looking at. Okay, so let us come to some practical questions. What we are telling. So first, when Mahalakshmi comes, she will see if the house is clean or not. That is what the scriptures say, right? And so why is that an sort of prerequisite? Can somebody tell?
Lakshmi likes, purification of the heart, mind.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, sister. Thank you. So basically, what he was our basically what our Srinivasah, what our Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada, what he says is Srimatsu Nityam Vasati iti Srinivasah. That is, Bhagavan, when he dwells in devotees, they are endowed with Sri. And here he says Sri means virtue. There will be virtuous people. He does not say that you will have a lot of money or prosperity or power, etc., etc. He says they will be endowed with virtue. So that is what the things also says, right? Vidya dadati vinayam, vinaya dhyati praptam, praptatva mapuri tatadam tarat sukha. So Vidya, first of all, we have to have knowledge. Vidya dadati vinayam. So what does Vidya give? What does knowledge give? It will make you humble. If you are really learned, you will become more humble in life. The more you learn, the more we will realize that there are most things we do not know. Most things are outside our this thing. So the classic example of this is our Kanchi Pariyava, Mahapariyava Chandrasekhar Saraswati. He always used to say, I do not know anything. It may be the truth also that he does not know anything, but given his sort of stature, etc., most likely he knew a lot of things, but he always used to say that I do not know anything at all, right? So Vidya Dadati Vinayam, Vinaya Dadati Prapratam. So what does Vinaya give? You will become capable. If you are having Vinaya or humbleness, you will become very capable. Once you are very capable, what is going to happen? You will get Dhanadham Tathat Sukham. So you will get money, Shri, etc. and Tathat Sukham. All associated benefits you will get. That is what the Vedas say, right? So root causes, we should have knowledge, and knowledge will come to all of this, right? Okay, very nice. So we looked at Srinivasah, etc., right? Srinidhih, what Nidhi is like treasure, etc., right? So Mahalakshmi, she gets all her power from Mahavishnu. Because she gets all her vitality, all her power from Mahavishnu, he is a Nidhi of Sri, right? So alternate explanation given by Bhattara is that Sri means all that is good, right? So why Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha Dushkritam? So Bhagavan takes different avatars to protect the good, right? So the good part of the food that is consumed will be converted to blood, etc. The bad part, whatever is not needed, will be discarded as waste. So like that, we should retain what is good around us and discard what is not good. So meditation, or if you start meditation of this particular nama, that is some sort of, as I said, it's a Lakshmi Kataksha. People do it a number of times to get rich, to get, whatever, material prosperity. This is one of the main things apart from Kanakadharas. Okay. Did I cover the last story about Kanakadhara Stotram, please? Not the one with Adi Shankaracharya, but what our Chandrasekhar Saraswati. Does anybody know?
I think today there are 3 new devotees are here. So if you want, you can just brief on in that. If you
Okay, so
time.
Kanakadhara Stotram, it is like many people think that it is like a shower of gold which will come, right? So this is a real life example which is written in one of the books of Mahaparivar, right? Devatin Kurul. It is available in English also, so it's pretty good read, right? So there is a person who is teaching in Madras University, and he's having a very tough life. A very tough life means his boss is a German, and Germans are very workaholic. He travels very far away from his house to go to the work. Even if he's 1 minute late, the boss will say half day of your pay is gone, half day of your salary is gone. And he is not married, but his brother is married. He's not in a good job, and this person is supporting his whole family. Conditions are so bad that he cannot even feed the brother's children. They go hungry a lot of times, etc., etc. So this is going on and on and on, and he has become very embittered. And he takes a lot of tuitions, etc., to somehow pull things along, because it's a huge family he has to support. I mean, it's a very common story, right, in the 30-40 years. So he is very bitter, and so he says, this is not going anywhere. Life is very bad for me, right? And there is actually a YouTube video also available in YouTube. There's a video also on this particular incident apart from that, right? So basically that guy says, he goes to Mahapariva and he looks at him and he starts crying. He starts crying left and right, and he says, I am, there is no point of this life like this. What I have done wrong? Why I am getting all the things like this, etc. Why should I suffer like this, right? I am, even I am not able to feed the kids at home. and it breaks my heart that those children are going hungry. I mean, I cannot take it any longer. So Mahabharata does not say anything. Then he says one thing. He says, I will tell you only one thing. You do Kanakadhara Stotram, and Devi will come before you. He says, I know you are very busy and all. Only do Kanakadhara Stotram. When Devi comes before you, catch hold of her legs. Do not leave her. So this guy says, what is this? He's telling, catch hold of Devi's legs. Don't leave her. But when Mahapurushas come and tell all these things will fructify. And that guy says in the video, I have watched that video, it's actually very thing. So he said after that he went, the German boss, immediately he resigned and went back to Germany. This guy also quit his university job within 6 months. He started his own industry. And he said after that, within a short period of 5 to 6 years, he had 23 to 30 houses in Chennai, all over Chennai. Houses, used to invest in houses, right? Without loan, etc. etc. So this is I don't know the person, but I will read the story as well as listen to that. So what it means is that, people are actually in need of a lot of things, right? And when the Upadesha comes from, so there are two interpretations. Anybody can read Kanakadhara Stotram, but they are not getting results. And second thing is, it was the Upadesha, that is, it was given to him by a very Siddha Purusha, and that is his blessings which actually worked and not the Kanakadhara Stotram. But we are free to believe what we believe. The point is, Kanakadhara Stotram is also very powerful, and so is Lakshmi Kataksha, that is Sridah, Srishah, Srinivasah, Srinidhih, Srivibhaavanah, Sridarah, Srikarah, Shreyah Srimaan, Lokatrayaashrayah, right? So we looked at Srivibhaavanah, Sridharah. Sridharah means Om Sridaraya Namaha. That is, we say that, that is Sriyadharah. We can also, this is one of the split, which means that Mahavishnu and Sri are not separable, they are inseparable, right? So there is our Bhattar very clearly says, he says, if you have a look at a diamond, it will have a sparkle, it will have a reflection of the light, like a gem bears, the shining, the luster. The flower, he will have a smell, it will have a fragrance, etc. The moon will reflect the sunlight, it will give the moonlight. Like that, he goes on saying is that, it is impossible for Bhagavan Sri Rama to abandon Sita, right? Because of all these things, we say that Lakshmi and Mahavishnu are inseparable. That is what the sort of Nama which says. All right. Okay. So yeah. So I think we are going very slow. Srikarah. So the meaning is almost same for most of the birds. He who makes Lakshmi follow him. So Mahalakshmi also takes incarnation. When Bhagavan takes incarnation of Rama, Krishna, etc., etc., she also takes incarnations. He who confers Sri, that is, Sri is interpreted as spiritual, Srikarah, that is, who confers Sri on the devotees, including Moksha, right? So that is Nitya Shri. That is, means when Moksha comes, that is also a form of Shri only. He makes his devotees shine with Shri, that is glory. And one who has taken the hand of Sri, literal Srikarah, one who has taken the hand of Mahalakshmi, or Shri, that is Srikarah. Sriyam karoti iti Srikarah, right? So Bhagavan, when he's in Devalokam, like he's in, right now he's in, till Chaturmasya, he will be in sort of Yoga Nidra, right? So she assumes a form of Devadeham, right? And she assumes a form of human when Bhagavan takes incarnation. Okay, so let's ask when both Mahabharata and Ramayana, how did Lakshmi come? Who can tell?
Lakshmi come means she is already there on the earth, is it? You are talking about?
No, what I told is when Bhagavan is in this thing, Swargaloka, Mahalakshmi will also be in Devarupam. But when Bhagavan takes avatar and comes to earth, she also accompanies.
Correct.
So in Ramayana, who was the character? Who is the person who accompanied? As whom Mahalakshmi was born?
Yeah, the one, who wants, anybody have any answer for this? Ramaji?
Sita
Okay.
Devi is the Lakshmi.
Correct.
In Mahabharata, who is it?
Possibly Rukmini Devi.
Correct. Excellent. Very nice.
Who is again? Repeat. Can you repeat, please?
Rukmani Devi.
Rukmani Devi.
Okay.
Excellent. 100%. 100 marks. Very, very nice. We have a very knowledgeable audience. Thank you. Very nice. So
I'm very happy
basically,
that people are listening. Very good. I mean, very nice. Thank you.
so basically, so Srikarah, etc., etc., because Lakshmi will follow, right? He bestows Sri on people based on their karma, maturity level, bhakti, etc. A lot of things. Shreyas. Shreyas means what? Sreyah Srimaan. That is he has Lakshmi who is resorted to by Dev. Everybody will say, Bhagwan, give me some money. Bhagwan, give me some gold. Bhagwan. We always asking always. So he is Shreyas means also he is decorated with the beautiful ornaments. What are this beautiful ornaments? They have Nupuram, Keyuram, Katakam, Kiritam, etc. etc. Right? So here Shreyas also means to spiritual good. Right? So that is the Shreyas and Prayas what we told earlier. Right? Okay. So yeah, so that is on Shreyas. Now Lokatrayaashrayah. So Traya Ashrayah, Lokatraya. So that is, if you split the thing as Lokatraya, there are three lokas, right? Who is a resort for all three worlds, right? Also, when you see the number 3, we always say that it is for the 3 experiences where we are having waking, sleep, and dreaming, right? Deep sleep, dream, etc. So shukti, etc. etc. That is the 3 expressions. And also, our Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada says he is a refuge for all the 3 worlds. That is what Bhagavad Pada's interpretation is. So Vishnu Puranam also there is one line. It is Tvam Mata Sarva Lokanam Deva Devo Hari Pita. That is, you are the mother of all the words. That is Bhagavan Shri Lakshmi Devi. They are the mother of all the words, and Hari, the God of all the gods, is the father. Now the thing is, I think we have covered this again. Again, I will repeat this so that we are all on the same page. If you look at Shiva Purana says Shiva is the best. If you look at Brahma Purana says Brahma is the best. If you look at Vishnu Purana says Vishnu is the best. Ganapati Suktam says Ganapati is best is Skanda Purana. So the whole point is, instead of going into this individual things, we should think that it is a Paramatman who is the best. That is, they are all sort of Saguna Rupa, and therefore we should not be splitting hairs over whether it is Shiva or it is Shakti or it is Hara or it is Hari, etc. etc. It is not for us to break our heads on that one. Super. Any questions so far on this one? Sridah, Srishah, Srinivasah, Srinidhih, Srivibhaavanah, Sridarah, Srikarah, Sreyah Srimaan, Lokatrayaashrayah. 3 Ashrayah.